It's 2:37 a.m., the kind of hour where even time seems to hesitate. The streets are silent, glazed with frost and forgotten stories. A single street lamp flickers like it's arguing with the dark. Somewhere in the distance, a car sighs past, too fast, too tired. And there you are, awake, wrapped in a blanket that smells faintly like cold coffee and lost sleep. You're not quite sad, but not okay, either. You stare out the window, wondering if the world forgot how to be gentle. There's a loneliness in the night that feels different than the daytime kind. It's quieter, more honest. It asks questions like, does anyone see me? Would anyone care if I disappeared for a while? Is love even real, or just a clever lie sold in greeting cards and Instagram captions? But then, a flicker. Not outside. Inside. A single thought, in the cold of night, are we prepared to believe in the bright, warm sunshine of love? And suddenly, the question isn't about the world. It's about you. You start to remember. Not the big, cinematic moments, but the small ones that never made it into any scrapbook. Like the stranger who held the elevator for you and smiled like it meant something. Like the barista who added an extra drizzle of caramel and said, "Rough morning?" without judgment. Like that time you cried in a public restroom and someone quietly passed the tissue under the stall. These weren't grand acts. They were quiet sunrises in the middle of someone else's storm. Could you be that light for someone else? That's when it hits you. Love isn't always poetic. It doesn't always come with orchestral music and slow-motion hugs. Sometimes, it looks like letting someone cut ahead of you in traffic. Or complimenting a stranger's shoes like it's a personal mission. And still, some nights, it's hard to believe. Because we've been burned. We've loved people who left. We've opened our hearts only to find someone else wasn't ready to hold them. So now we hesitate. We fold in. We protect ourselves with sarcasm and curated profiles and emotionally cautious small talk. And yet, the idea keeps flickering like that stubborn street lamp. Share your heart. Have compassionate love for strangers. Not because they earned it, but because you were brave enough to give it. There's a moment. You're at the grocery store, still wearing yesterday's hoodie and questionable socks. You spot someone in line ahead of you, digging through their bag, face tight with panic. They're short, just a few dollars. And something rises up in you. You don't think. You don't overanalyze. You just step forward and say, "Here. I've got it." The look they give you isn't just gratitude. It's disbelief. Like you cracked the code and remembered something the rest of the world forgot. We belong to each other. That single act. That ripple of kindness. It matters. Maybe not to the news. Maybe not to the economy. But to a heart? It's everything. You start seeing it everywhere. The older man picking up trash on the sidewalk because no one else will. The teenager helping someone carry their groceries without being asked. The mother who buys an extra sandwich every day, not for her kids, but for the man who sits outside the gas station with tired eyes and no sign. And somewhere in it all, is you. Smiling more freely. Holding eye contact a second longer. Giving without worrying if it will be reciprocated. You're not trying to save the world. You're just loving louder than the noise. You begin to understand, the sunshine of love doesn't wait for morning. It glows through us in midnight moments, in quiet decisions, in ridiculous, beautiful, human compassion. Even when it's cold. Especially when it's cold. So here's the truth you've been circling all night. We're all walking around a little fragile, a little guarded, a little unsure whether this world still has room for tenderness. And every single act of compassion? It's a rebellion. It's you standing up to the cynicism and saying, "No. I still believe in warmth. I still believe in love that doesn't ask for proof." So share your heart. Risk it. Be the ridiculous, unexpected, dazzling proof that strangers can still matter to each other. Even in the cold of night. Especially then. Because that's when the sunshine of love is most miraculous, when it shows up without a reason. Without a guarantee. Without waiting for daylight. Just you. Your heart. And the brave decision to let it shine anyway. Thank you for helping us spread love.